accept the Soapbox for Joint Secretary Candidature 2021-2022. Students' Council consists of 4 core members: the President, Vice President, General Secretary, and Joint Secretary. Joint from second year UG batch. Elections for Joint Secretary will be held on the 2nd of December 2021, that is, tomorrow. It is essential that the students know about the candidates and their agendas, since they will be the ones being the voice of the students tomorrow. For this purpose, we have the Soapbox today. In today's event, we will hear from the candidates who wish to represent students and take on the responsibilities of being a Joint Secretary in the Students' Council. Before we start, we have present with us our Dean Students Welfare, Dr. Narendranath S.
So good evening, friends. So just now I am, this crowd, whatever we are seeing today, it is almost after a gap of 2 years. Sack with full capacity. It is just 1 feet low. Such a vibrating place, this one. So with this, what I want to, give message to our director. So whatever functions is going to happen here at, during day, during sunlight, even little late evenings. So if you maintain social distance and if you, adapt to SOPs very strictly in common places at institute, so definitely we will support all kind of student activities. And today, because it is an second year Joint Secretary candidates, they are receiving questions from you and they are going to answer for their level best. Whoever wins, we are with them, and entire institute with you. And kindly please cooperate with our against our COVID war. So wish you all the best, and particularly second years, we want to see you once again here after December 6th of our Senate. So let us hope we will meet once again very soon. So thank you one and all. Wish you all the best.
Also present with us is our Associate Dean, Students Welfare, Dr. Alden Roshan Pais.
Good evening, everybody. Okay, myself, Alden Pais. I am from Department of Computer Science and Engineering. So let me first of all congratulate all of you, those who have come back from their native places to this campus. And I hope that you will adhere to the SOP guidelines of Government of India so that your stay at campus will not be curtailed or shortened because of the COVID effects. I request from the administration side to strictly follow the norms, whatever are specified, and your stay at this campus will become a memorable one after. Let us not take any bitter experiences from this election. Let us have a very competitive, healthy competition as far as election is concerned. Do not have any enmity towards any one of others or your own opponent or anybody. Let us make this planet a happy, very, very prosperous one for the next generation, and also to see that our next generation progresses. Thank you.
Finally, we also have our Associate Dean, Students Welfare, Dr. Devita CP.
Good evening all. Hope you are all enjoying the stay at NIT yourself. Okay. and your student council president as well as vice president. They are helping you people a lot, not only from the student side as well as from the administration side. They are actually bridging a gap actually. They are actually connecting the students as well as the administration. So cooperate with administrative people as well as your student council. Okay, so that everything they should, as our dean has explained clearly, as again our student welfare associate dean also has explained you very clearly the SOPs that is to be followed. So please take care of all those things. Have a nice stay and enjoyable stay at NITK. Do not take any bitter experiences. That's the only request from our side. Have a nice time.
Also present here with us are the Student Council core members, the President Sai Krishna, Vice President Suprita Reddy, and the General Secretary Mani Pradeep. Now, we will hear from the candidates one by one, and in the end, we will take up some common questions raised by students. First up, we have Tejan Thomas from the second year Computer Science Engineering.
Good evening, guys. My name is B.Tech student from Computer Science and Engineering. We all know we are gathered here to elaborate on my manifesto, and obviously you guys can raise some goes. Before we move to all that, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Office of the Student Welfare Dean for giving us this wonderful opportunity, even amidst COVID, wherein we are not allowed to, gather in crowds. But, as soon as we raised such a suggestion to the Student Council, they gave us a positive response so that we could continue our campaigning in the offline mode. So, moving forward, we're going to start with my manifesto. I'm going to be explaining the different schemes that I'm trying to implement in the college in the next 6 months. Due to COVID, obviously, my term has been reduced as Joint Secretary. So, how did I come up with these ideas? I had raised up some Google forms separate for the boys and the girls because the girls did not give us a very good response in the beginning. So, yeah, which I would be covering in the later part of my speech. So the first thing is washing machines in the hostels. The main concern that most of us had over here was it is very difficult to wash the clothes, and every Saturday or Sunday all the bathroom stalls are filled with students because we can't wash our clothes. Everybody wants to wash it on a Saturday or a Sunday. And when we went to the laundry, they asked us for 15 rupees per piece of cloth, and it was too expensive for us to handle. So I know that this idea has been raised several times before, but it hasn't been implemented due to various reasons, and some of which was funding and some of which was management. So I have come up with a solution for that. Basically, what my idea is that we'll be pulling in 200 rupees per student annually. Okay, so annually we'll be putting in 200 rupees. We're going to take a particular security deposit also, a very minimal amount from the students. And using this money, we have almost 132 rooms in every block. So with that logic, we'll approximately raise about 50,000 rupees in a particular raising, in a particular year. So a washing machine costs 10.99k rupees. So with that logic, I'll be able to purchase approximately 4 washing machines for every single block without using any kind of funding from the college. Basically, we do not want to put extra burden, financial burden on the college because it's COVID time. Everybody is facing a lot of financial burdens. And the security deposit will be returned to you as soon as the next group of candidates come in. Basically, our juniors come in. The next thing is a sports and adventures club exclusively for the students of the interest groups. So we're going to raise it as an interest group club. why are we doing this? Because there are a lot of students who wish to have interest clubs for sports, say for example cricket, football, badminton. Everybody loves to play them, and the only thing that we have right now is a team, basically a football team, a cricket team, and nobody exactly knows like how to get into it, how to just hang out or chill with them. So we're planning to make a team, a club, special interest club, wherein you guys will be able to talk to people of your same interest in the same sport. And the Adventures Club is basically what we're planning to do is, there are a lot of adventurous spots around the campus, and a lot of us wish to go there. So the point is that we want to go there, but we do not have the facilities to do it. So which is why we are planning to get it sorted by creating an adventure-only club. The third one is availability of modal recordings. Now, this is in coordination with the academic advisory of the student council existing right now. What we're planning to do is, we are going to have a group of Moodle recordings which we have right now. So they're going to be a supplement when our offline classes start, and then we would be able to refer to them even if we miss the offline classes. So which is why this is one of the suggestions that we would like to implement in this particular campus. The third one is gym facilities. The other day we had been informed that we are not allowed to go to the central gym. The BTech, UG, second year boys were not allowed to go to the central gym. The girls and the PhD asked us to go to the empty gym. But the problem with the empty gym was all the dumbbells were rusted, every single equipment was rusted. So what I promised to do is, either we'll get our central gym opened for the second year UG students, or we'll get the equipment in our empty gym cleaned up and usable, in a usable form. We don't want everybody going for a tetanus shot after we hit the gym. The next thing is notifying power cuts. In Nilgiri, I'm a resident of Nilgiri, Block 5. One day we had a power cut from morning 9 o'clock till 5 o'clock, and we weren't prepared for the power cut. So what happened was, none of us had chargers in our laptop, and we had to go to the library wherein there were only 2 sockets. And because there were only 2 sockets, everybody was fighting for those 2 sockets because they had to get their work done. So what I'm promising to do is, we're going to make a system wherein all the wing representatives will be informed at least a day in advance when such power cuts will be occurring in our college, when planned power cuts will be occurring. Obviously the small ones can't be predicted. So when the planned power cuts are happening in our campus, we are going to get it, we're going to pass over the information to the students. The final and the most important point that I have is cleaner campus. It's been 2 years since anything has happened in this campus, and because of that, there is a lot of overgrown weed and things like that in the campus, and most of the facilities are not open for us yet. So my primary focus will be on repairing all those things and getting it opened up as soon as possible. For example, the swimming pool, our tennis court, all these, they're obviously trying to reopen it as soon as possible. But yeah, we will have to apply certain pressure from the student council also to open some facilities like the swimming pool as soon as possible. So such kind of support will be there from me, wherein we'll be asking them to reopen such facilities as soon as possible. So, do you guys have any questions or suggestions or any queries? Okay, so thank you guys. That's all for my manifesto. Obviously, my manifesto isn't the final thing that we're going to do in our campus. We'll have a lot of things coming up on the way. Manifesto is just a preliminary, plan of action that we have. So every single thing that I have mentioned in the manifesto has a detailed plan that I have already released, and every plan that I have, also has a timeline. Okay, so if you guys have any doubts regarding that, you guys can contact your CRs for my number, and you guys can obviously contact me either through WhatsApp or phone call or through NITK email ID. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you, Tajan. Next up we have Tushar J.S. from the second year BTech Electrical and Electronics Engineering.
Hi guys. Myself Tushar J.S. from Electrical Branch, and I'm Hi guys, and like 1 month back I came here and I've seen all the campus and everyone, and also know like what the issues a person faces here, and like thanks for our college, like they have done a lot for us, but still like there are like some few things and small things like we can complete it through unity and all. So like basically my plan is here to form a hostel council. Like now due to the COVID from last year, we don't have a proper hostel council. So like first I will convey my message to the hostel administrator, and then even if they deny, then we can form our like own unofficial hostel council, and we can keep a representative in every block. And if there is any problem in any like block, then they can directly contact to their block representative, and even like if it is not solved, then they can directly contact to me. And the next point is that like everyone was like we have seen washrooms, right? It's not properly cleaned and all. So like we can yeah, thank you for it. Yeah, then I'm thinking to like keep a proper like naphthalene balls in every washrooms, and as we have seen like sometimes the sweeper comes only like that's not regularly, like he misses some day, he doesn't come properly like regular time. We can make proper books and records for him, like so that he can come, like you have to sign it, and we can make it a strict rule that like per 2 days he can come every day. And like are you guys bored? Okay, let me tell you a story. Like one day I was like one day I went to a toilet, okay, and then like I closed the door and I sat, but there was no bucket in that. So like then I went to my room and I brought it again. So like this is a real, like it's a silly problem, but still it's a problem, right? So like even like we have 25 members or like 20 members in a wing, right? If like everyone collects like 10 rupees, then it will be 200 rupees. We will get a best quality mug in just 40 to 50 rupees. Then we can keep it like we will get like 4 to 5 mugs. Then we can keep 3 mugs in our 3 toilets, and still there will be a spare mug. See, even if some idiot drops the one mug or breaks it, then we will be having the spare mug, and we can wash our asses for 1 year. And the next point is and next is cleaning stuffs and all. And one day I was like walking in the street like very sadly, and I saw the street light, and the street light was like acting like a disco lights. So like I started like dancing, and even in that football court, like they don't see, like they don't know which goal to play, but they play in that football ground in dark. So we'll make a proper floodlight facilities and street facilities also. Like if we convey to the hostel authorities properly, then they will do it. And next, coming to this washing machine, like yesterday it was really hectic, this washing machine thing. Like in like washing machine, we have 240 members in one block. Okay, like if we collect just like 500 amount from everyone, then it will be like 1,12,000, and the washing machine you will get in like 10 to 12,000. Okay, then still like 3 to 4,000 will be like remaining. That you can put it for matic and other stuffs. And like that, like this, we can implement these washing machines and all. And like if it's 500 per year, then it's like 41 rupees per month or something like that. It's really very cheap. It's not too high or something. So and are you? Is there any pet lover? Is there any pet lover? Oh. Okay, like daily we eat breads, right? In morning also we get breads, and like in evening also like we get breads. But like I don't know like why they don't eat those top and back last side of that bread pieces. Like no one eats it. Like it's going to be the waste, and even the mess people, they will throw into a waste. So I think we have seen like 10 to 15 dogs are there in this campus. There might be more. I don't know. And once like I was really shocked. I touched to a dog, and like it followed me till the beach. So like those are like most prompt living thing, right? Like living being, and it also has the right to live. So like no one should starve and die. So we can give those breads or some chapati pieces, like which you throw it somewhere. Instead of that, you can give to some street dog, like dogs or some cats. At least like they will live in that. And anything else? And yeah, washing machine thing, fine. What's anything else? And yeah, like so many variety of peoples are here, right? Some different backgrounds and all. Some are like rich, poor, and some are like middle class people. So like we are planning to make a funding team for them. Like for some members cannot afford even the mess fees, or even their living expenses or books or to buy anything. So we can like we are 1,100 members in our like whole second year. So we can like they can give as much they want, like for even from 1 rupee to 1,000 rupees or anything. We can collect them and we can give to the person who is genuinely like in need of money. Like even a person wants to go from here to his hometown, so he feels like it is better to stay here than like traveling. It might cost him more. So we can give to that person like to travel from here or something. And yeah, but like this we can improve our friends and all. So like this is like if we create a bit like small kind of change in now in this year, it will be continued and moved for the like our future upcoming batches also. And if we make a small difference now, it will bring a larger difference in the future. So and last, I want to say that you can contact me like anytime, and yeah, vote for me and I will be your voice. So whom all you are voting for? Whom all you are voting for?
Thank you, Tushar. I will request Tejin and Tushar to please come on the stage, and I will raise a couple of common questions that they should respond to. Come to the center one by one, okay? So the first question is for Tushar. What will you do to increase interaction amongst different batches and make college feel normal again? What will you do to increase interaction between different batches and make college feel normal?
Yeah, it's a nice question. Actually, I want to say that point. I think that is the point I forgot actually. Yeah. That's fine. To increase the interaction, like even I spoke with some chess clubs also. They are trying to like conduct offline chess tournaments and some other sports meet also we can do, some TT or football or cricket, and we can also do a sports meet and some other culture fairs and like incident and all. So just we need the unity, guys. If you have the unity, we can do anything. Even I raised that question for them also, like to do some cultural fairs and all that shit. Yeah. Is it answered? Oh. What is the question here? Yeah, I think we can do a competition between second years and third years. We can increase the interaction thing, like sports meet or something like that, culture fest. Huh? Yeah? What? I can't hear you.
Guys, please be seated. You will get a chance to ask your questions. Next question is from Tijin. How will you bring awareness of importance of mental health and collaborative learning amongst peers within college?
Okay, that's a great question actually, because mental health is something that we do not talk a lot about, and to be honest, all the clubs in NITK have been bringing it up very effectively, because I am a part of IE, the Institution of Engineers Club, and we a major SIG. It is called IE Vriddhi. So what that does is that particular SIG focuses on mental health. And I believe that most of the major clubs in NITK have such SIGs existing in their particular clubs. Bring all these SIGs together and conduct common events basically to promote mental health awareness. Currently, because of the COVID pandemic, there are a lot of people who have faced mental health issues, because we were alone in our houses and we did not have we could not interact with our friends. So there are a lot of people who are facing a lot of mental trauma, even in our campus. To be honest, right now whoever is there in campus, they're posting stories of beaches, but then the people who are seated at their houses, they have this thing called FOMO, feeling of missing out. So even that is a kind of a mental issue that has to be addressed. So the first thing would be, we have to identify such issues that exist in our campus and use the existing infrastructure like the SIGs existing in our clubs that we could use to our benefit, so that we can promote mental health in our campus.
The next question from Tushar is, how will you ensure greater transparency and answerability on both ends from the students as well as the administration? How will you ensure more answerability and transparency?
Yeah, transparency, that is the point of the core, right? Yeah, check the website, yeah. There only that is we will make a transparency and we will have accountability and everything will be transparent. We will give you the details, you can verify it. All the even funds or anything, the money that what we use for washing machine and stuff.
Thank you, Tushar. The last question from Tijin is, what will be your way of ensuring that you're raising all issues that students are facing, especially when some are offline and some are online?
Okay. To address that question, raising all issues. In the first place, no council, I can assure you that no council who has been in NITK or who will come into power in NITK can address all the issues. Okay, we are going to focus on the major issues. Whatever is there in hand, that is what we have to focus on. Giving hollow words is not what we require. What we require is a solid plan. So basically, just giving us promises is not what we need. What we need is a solid plan. We need a solid team to work behind it. And what I believe is I have a solid team working with me. And to be honest, I mentioned that in the beginning of my speech. I had raised a Google form to take in the issues of every student, and I had mentioned that I would be elaborating on that in the future, but then I forgot about it during my speech, stage fright. So basically I'm going to address that issue right now. I had raised the Google form the second day after our nomination forms were released, and it was to collect all the suggestions, the problems, and the questions that the students of NITK had, so that I could work on them, whatever was feasible, I could include them in my manifesto. And I gave them an option to be anonymous too, because not many people like attention. And what I noticed was, the boys' hostel things reached me very promptly. Okay, to be honest, I could go door to door campaigning and things like that, and everything reached me on time. And when I inquired with some of my friends in the girls' block, they were like, usually the person who gets elected, if it is a boy, they usually talk to get to know the issues of the boys majorly, and if it is a girl, they get to know the issues of the girls majorly. So I want to bring a change in that. Okay, I am approachable to any person of any region, any religion, any gender, any caste. Every single person at NITK can come and approach me at any time of the day. Okay, and they can come straight to me and approach me or inform the council itself. That is one of the major things that I want to say, that all your voices will be heard. The second thing is, after I raised that particular form, I had taken suggestion. I had called a meeting from the girls' block, and they had given me a suggestion that if you could create a separate form for the girls alone, it would be great. So what I did was I created a Google form for the girls alone, and I believe it was circulated in the girls' GB hostel group. And from there, we had received suggestions too, which we were taking into consideration yesterday night while we were making our manifesto. So the point is that irrespective of who you are, we try to take up every single issue that at least it has to reach us. We are trying to get it reach us through online mode. So what I took was, I had two major campaigning methods. The first one was to take in suggestions from the online Google form. The second one was what I did at Vindhya yesterday. At Vindhya, I had called a meeting in every single floor, and I had taken up suggestions I had called the group of students to come together, and I took suggestions from them in the offline mode also, because some issues like the hostel issues can be only raised by students who are there in the offline mode. So I had tried to include the issues of both offline as well as online students, and based on that, whatever was feasible, whatever was economically and administratively possible, what I felt was possible, was what was included in my manifesto. And as I told you earlier, I have a plan for each and every single point that I have given in my manifesto, which can be questioned to you by you to me when you get the opportunity to ask questions.
Lastly, if anybody here present with us has a question, please come up on the stage and ask your question to the candidates.
Someone else does.
Kindly introduce yourself and then start with the question. Just